Virgos, hello, how are you? I hope you're alright. It's been a little while since I've seen you, hey? Took a bit of a break, but I'm back and I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm just going to have a quick look at past energies, current energies, where those energies might take you based on the knowledge that everyone has free will, you and other people. Okay? It's not very predicty tarot, alright? I don't really do that. It's more kind of looking at the issues surrounding various energies and just kind of just to help you consider the different options, really. Yeah, I don't do your ex is running back to you tarot. I don't do that. Annoyingly, it does come up quite a lot. I will see it, but when we see it, we have to look at the issues surrounding it, okay? Just fill someone's head with false hope. Alright. It's a collective reading. Take the bits that apply. Leave the rest. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Don't make it fit. Bits of it might fit, bits of it might not fit. That's the nature of collective readings. So sometimes they come out a bit disjointed, and that's why. It's a general reading. I can't say that I'm really pulling on any particular area of life. It's just energies. How do the energies talk to each other? How do the energies interact? It's kind of up to you to decide who the energies are, what the energies are. Sometimes it can be a job, a person, a thing, whatever. Okay? I will try and give real life examples of what the energies look like in the real world, so that you can relate it. But for you in your life, it might relate different. You might relate differently to it, to how it comes out. You know, I could be talking about a person, and you could be like, "Oh, that makes sense to me," but only in terms of like that energy being a job or something like that. Hope that makes sense. Let's get you some past cards. Past energy, please, for Virgo. Past energy for Virgo, please. What have we got? A sideways Six of Pentacles. I'm going to be honest, this is the second time I've done the Virgo reading. The first time the Virgo reading happened, I did it in 2 chunks on my phone, and then the first chunk magically wasn't there. I'm probably going to get the same reading, but in a slightly different way, because that's the way it happens. In the first reading, we did have the Six of Pentacles upright in the middle, and then when I dug underneath it, we had a reverse Six of Pentacles. So it was that teetering energy, and now I've got it sideways, which gives me the exact same message. It's just funny how it works like that. So it's about considering a past, you know, in the past you were considering a situation. How fair is it? Is the equal give and take there type thing? That's what Six of Pentacles is. It's equal give and take. A reverse Page of Cups. A reverse Two of Wands. I don't know if I prefer a reverse Page of Cups to a reverse Knight of Cups. That so many of these readings have had a reverse Knight of Cups come up. It's been crazy, and yeah, it's not an energy I love, and it's been coming through as that kind of stunted flow of emotions. But we'll see. This is coming through a bit different. We'll see. But I don't know what's going on in the collective. But like whatever star sign you are like, a lot of people seem to be dealing with a reverse Knight of Cups, and it's, well, a lot of you seem to be dealing with it beautifully anyway. I know I have a reverse King of Cups. Oh God, what's that all about? I actually almost feel like that's you though, Virgo. Five of Swords reverse at the beginning of your, at the centre of your reading. Queen of Wands on top of the Devil in your current energy. Future energy for Virgo, please. Future energy for Virgo. The Moon upright. Future energy for Virgo. Hanged Man in reverse. A reverse King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, reverse. Whenever I see the Six of Swords reversed lately, I just get the whole one foot in the past vibes. I'll show you it upright, but it did come out reversed on the bottom of the deck. Underneath that, you've got a tower. You did have a tower in your first reading. Yeah, it's coming through as one foot in the past. Six of Swords is all about moving onto calmer waters from a stormy situation, kind of with sadness, but actually, yeah, moving on. But it does feel a bit one foot stuck in the past with it being reversed. And you've got Five of Swords in the centre. Five of Swords, you know, the straight up book meaning is a feeling of self-sabotage. There's a feeling of regret here. It almost doesn't feel like your energy, Virgo, but it's in the centre of your reading, so that's interesting. I mean, look at him. He's not happy. Moving from the 5 to the 6. It's interesting that these are the two cards that represent your overall energy. Trying to move from the 5 to the 6. Trying being the operative word, hey? That's the storm. That's the storm that you're escaping by getting in that boat. I don't know. Do you even know which way to take this boat though, Virgo? I don't know. Right, I'm going to do a quick overview of past, current and future energy, and then I'm going to go back and dig. That's sort of the way I've been doing things now. Six of Pentacles sideways, Page of Cups reversed, Two of Wands reverse. Deliberation is coming through from the Two of Wands here. Deliberation about, is this fair? Is this fair? How fair is this situation? How much of an equal give and take is there in this situation? You know, it presented on the surface in your last reading as upright, as being fair. And then we had to dig underneath to see that maybe it wasn't. But it's never black and white though, is it? Like, but I suppose you want that overall sense of fairness, don't you? Even though in certain blocks of time one person gives more than another, I suppose. And you don't give to receive. I know you don't, Virgo. But yeah, there does have to be that flow. There has to be the flow. It's all about the bloody flow. Look at it. It's not exactly about, oh, the size of the pentacle that's being given here compared to the size of the pentacle being given here. It's not that. It's the flow. Is the flow blocked? And yes, the flow is blocked because we've got a Cups Court card in reverse. It's not a Knight like we've been seeing in the other readings. It's not as extreme as what we've been seeing in the other readings, but it's blocked. That flow in the past was blocked, and I can see, Virgo, that you've been deliberating over that. It's an awful lot. It's been causing you to do a lot of thinking, I suppose. There's no action tied up with this card, at least, but it's, you know, she's just looking out the window wondering what to do. Isn't she? And look, she's got a thing with a camper van with a surfboard on it, and the Three of Wands in this card is when she makes the decision to take her surfboard to the sea, and you can see her stood there with the surfboard. So it's like, contemplation, deciding, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But it's reverse. It feels like you're not in this past energy. It's like you're sitting with this question of, what do I do? What do I do? What the fuck do I do? It feels like you need to do something about this, but it's almost like you don't know what it is that you need to do something about. If that makes sense. Let's look at your current energy. We've got a reverse King of Cups. I feel like that's you, Virgo. I feel like that's you saying, I'm not going to give any more cups. You know, cups like pretty much being representative of love. Love as an action. Not love as a feeling, but love as an action. There's a certain holding back in this current energy. And it's kind of, I think it's kind of, there's a regret attached to that. Not in a beating yourself up kind of way, but just in a, it's more like a grief. It's more like a grief, which is what happens when love has nowhere to go. Makes sense. The devil has come up. Oh, I like this for you. I like the way the Queen of Wands is on top of that devil, because this has been a pattern of behaviour for you, Virgo. The old Virgo, which would be a young Virgo, if that makes sense. A young Virgo, the past Virgo, the Virgo of the past, would keep this King of Cups upright and keep giving. This Virgo has turned his or her king upside down and recognised it as a pattern of behaviour that she wants to put an end to, that she doesn't want to repeat. And the Queen of Wands is just that confident energy of just, she knows what she wants, the Queen of Wands, and she's going to get it. And which way is she looking? Oh God, no, she's looking that way. I was about to say she's looking that way. She's looking away from the situation, but that doesn't quite work. She's looking towards the situation, right? But she's not looking towards that situation to provide fire, to provide passion, to provide any sort of, like, I want to say verve, which is weird, in her life. She knows she's got it in her own hands, like, yeah, not letting the devil pull the strings anymore. She's not letting these past patterns of behaviour pull the strings anymore. I like it for you, Virgo. I like it. Let's look at your future energy quickly before we dig. I like to dig. Your fears are surfacing in the future. Your fears are surfacing. It's almost like you're getting to the root of what's underneath this devil, what drives this pattern of behaviour. It's almost like you're getting underneath that and seeing it in a way you've not seen it before. But this doesn't happen on its own so much. Something sparks this moon. We'll have to dig underneath it. That's the way it feels to me. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. And then this King of Pentacles energy feels to me like it's not yours. It's in reverse. It feels like it belongs to someone else. But we'll get there. Yeah, but for the future, something about fears coming up. We'll get there when we get there. We'll dig underneath it. Let's dig underneath your past energy. All right. Let's dig underneath this stunted flow of emotion. Yeah, which is almost digging onto both of these cards, actually. Let's do that. Where do we go? Am I going? Okay, I'm going with this. Let's get underneath that. It's still recording. That's a bonus. King of Wands reverse, the Hanged Man again. The Hanged Man is upright this time. Flow of emotion, flow of emotion, flow of emotion. It's almost like stuff was coming up too thick and fast, and that's what interrupted the flow, because the Hanged Man is kind of saying to me, space, space. space and time was needed for the flow of emotion to continue. Stuff was just coming up too thick and fast. It was impossible to deal with. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. This isn't. It's like. It just comes across as I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. King of Wands upright takes action, takes responsibility, does the thing that needs doing to make the thing he wants to happen happen. King of Wands is in reverse. Why is he in reverse? Is he in reverse because he doesn't want that thing anymore? Or is he in reverse because he just doesn't have the tools to deal with what keeps coming up? And I don't know if this is your energy or someone else's energy or both of your energy when I'm talking about this King of Wands. I don't know, but that is the pertinent question to ask. Why? Why did the King of Wands go into reverse? Was it about a lack of desire for the thing that happens when you get the flow of emotion? Or was it because the blockage to the flow of emotion was simply something that this energy couldn't deal with? This person, this thing couldn't deal with. Which was it? Which was it? Because it comes across as a kind of lack of confidence. A little. Queen of Wands reverse would normally be lack of confidence, but that's how it's coming through. A Six of Wands sideways. Not knowing, not knowing, not knowing. Not knowing if I can be victorious. Not knowing if I can do this. It's what I've already said. I can't do this. I can't do this. But then underneath it, it's coming back to, can I do this? I don't know if I can do this. And it's like, I don't know if I can do this. That doubt is enough to just turn that King of Wands reverse. I don't think it's for a lack of desire. I think it's for a lack of trust in ability to do the thing. That's how it's coming through to me. Let's just get more underneath this King of Wands to see if... Two of Pentacles. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. Wavering. There's a certain wavering in this past energy. Whoever's it is. I don't know if I can do this. But it's like, I don't know if I can do this has translated into, I can't do this. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse. It's coming through as a kind of lack of vision. Because the Nine of Pentacles upright is, you've put the hard work in, and you are enjoying the fruits of your labour. In reverse, it's like a lack of vision. I can't, if I put the work in, I can't see what success would look like. I don't know what success, because that Six of Wands is about success, about victory. I don't know what success would even look like. I can't see a future for us. I can't see a future for us. Yeah. Yeah. So in a sense, I was going to say in a sense it is a lack of desire, but it's not exactly a lack of desire, it's just more a lack of vision. So it's a lack of tools and a lack of vision for what it could even be like if I did have the tools and put it and and improve this flow of emotion and put the work in. What would even happen if I put the work in? I can't see it producing anything good. Not with a Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Your energy or someone else's? I don't know, Virgo. Probably someone else's for a lot of you. This deliberation, this Two of Wands, what time is it? No, no. We need to go on to current energies. I have my limits. So I felt this was you, Virgo, this King of Cups, not giving your cup of love anymore. Let's see if we can get underneath this reverse King of Cups. The Sun reversed. The Sun reversed. Simply put, this doesn't make me happy. I don't really do make me happy, actually. I think people need to own their feelings and say, I feel happy. But that's just me. I don't expect everyone to subscribe to that, whatever, you do you. But anyway, the feeling is coming through is this is not where my happiness lies. Giving you this cup of love is not where my happiness lies. The Sun in reverse is still pretty fucking happy though, that's the problem. I don't read the Sun in reverse as an opposite very often, and it's not really coming through as an opposite here, but that's a reversed Seven of Pentacles and a Six of Cups. Yeah, yeah. The reverse King of Cups is saying I'm putting in, I'm giving you my cups, but we're not getting past the six. We're not getting past the six. The six is upright, the seven is reversed. The seven is growth. The seven is the end of the honeymoon period. I said this in your first reading. It's coming through again. The seven is evaluating things. How do we prune things? How do we tweak things so that they can continue growing? It's about having a real fucking conversation once the honeymoon period is over. It got stuck at that stage. Even though the six feels pretty fucking beautiful. Yeah. So that's why you withdrew your cup of love, Virgo. It's tricky when the Six of Cups comes out though. Underneath a withdrawn cup of love, we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, the Six of Cups. It's not even come out in reverse. It just, either you go way, way back with this person, or it feels like a kind of soulmate connection on some sort of level. But what's a soulmate connection, Virgo? People come into your life, you help each other grow. And you know, there is growth in these cups, right? We have beautiful flowers growing in these cups, even though the Seven of Pentacles stopped at the seven. Or did it even stop at the six? Who knows? Certainly there was no vision there for it to get to the nine anyway, from you, from the other person. I don't know. Or if there was, it certainly wasn't discussed. Anyway. Why wasn't it discussed? It should have been discussed. You can't make assumptions about another person's vision, but I guess this comes across as somebody just literally having no vision, just not being able to picture it. Is that good? Is that bad? Depends where you're both at, right? Yeah, so underneath this reverse King of Cups, this stopping giving your cup of love, you or another person, I don't know, underneath it there is this Six of Cups, which is a soul tie. Oh, I see, I was going to start banging on about soulmates. Yeah, See, I take soulmate to mean really anyone you've got a soul contract with. Soul contracts which get made. Right? It doesn't mean together forever. It just means growth can be sparked on both sides by having that other person in your life for however long. This Five of Swords, let's get underneath this. How should I ask this question? What shall I ask? I just feel like one foot is in the past. Why is 1 foot in the past? Why is 1 foot in the past? And I bet you anything it's because of a lack of clarity. Feels like a reversed Ace of Swords situation to me. Oh shit, it's a reverse Two of Cups. It's a reverse Two of Cups situation. Well, that goes back to that Six of Cups, doesn't it? It goes back to that soul tie. When if you feel that soul tie with someone, then of course it's going to be hard to let go of. The Magician. Eight of Cups reverse. Eight of Cups reverse is something salvageable. Is something salvageable. Can something be salvaged? That's why 1 foot's in the past. Because that's what you're fucking overthinking. Can something be salvaged? Yeah. I mean, that's straight up book meaning of Eight of Cups. What can I say? Can 2 cups be salvaged? Can 2 cups be salvaged? At the beginning of your reading there. Too much power, too much power. This Magician contains too much power. Because one person is a magician, one person is a King of Wands. It's almost like you feel you've got it's almost like you feel like you've got too much power. I don't mean that in some fucking arrogant, oh, I'm a magician, I can cast spells to bring someone back to me bollocks. No, I mean, it's a feeling you get in a relationship when you're doing the work of 2 people. You felt you had too much control over the course this took. It's almost like if you came up with this, if you came up with an upright Nine of Pentacles back here, if back here you'd come up with an upright Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like this reverse King of Wands figure would have just gone with it. They would have just gone with it. It's almost like whatever you suggest, this person would have just gone with it. And therefore, you're not going to suggest some fucking beautiful Nine of Pentacles because you don't want somebody else to just go along with a Nine of Pentacles when you're the one driving it. It needs to be more of a co-creative process between you and another person. Not a Two of Cups in reverse processes, but a Two of Cups upright. And that's not how it was. That's not how it was. Because they were reverse King of Wands and you needed an upright King of Wands, Virgo. But I feel your frustration. I understand your frustration now. This Magician's card has come out and is bloody making it bloody obvious to me. Because you know. So who knows though? Who knows what this person wanted then? Do they even know? I don't think they even knew. But that's what this Devil comes back down to. It's that pattern of behaviour. It's that pattern of behaviour where you put too much in. And the Queen of Wands is giving you the confidence to break that pattern of behaviour. So well fucking done, Virgo. I like you, but I'm a Virgo myself. Did I mention that already? I don't know. Let's look at future. We're at 30 minutes mark. I'm trying to keep these readings to 30 minutes. It's not happening. Fears. Upcoming fears. How is this bringing up more fears in the future? I don't get it. I don't get it. What happens there then? What happens there? It's the fear that's at the root of this Devil. It's like you've recognised the pattern of behaviour, but you haven't recognised right what's underneath it. So in a sense, when I'm digging here, I am digging underneath. Pardon me. I'm digging underneath this Devil. And it's like this is going to come up in the future for you. So, you know, forewarned is forearmed and all that shit. Not that we do hard and fast predictions, as I already said. the fear. What's underneath this pattern of behaviour? This pattern of behaviour of overgiving, this pattern of behaviour of doing two people's work. Fear, pain. What's underneath it? What's underneath it, Virgo? Is that another Queen of Wands? Bloody hell, yes it is. Well, whatever's underneath it, you absolutely have the confidence to face it. You're awesome. It's so interesting. We've got two Queen of Wands upright and a reverse King of Wands. You see that, even that upright Queen of Wands speaks to that dynamic that I was talking about. It's like you're the queen and you're leading a king. You're leading your... I don't want to be all bloody sexist, but it's like... You had too much... I get it. I totally get it, Virgo. You had too much... You were driving things in a way that you felt uncomfortable with, and I can understand why you felt uncomfortable with it, because it's like it wasn't a two-way thing. It was... Yeah. Maybe I'm being repetitive now, I'm sorry. You have the confidence to face it. Thank you for that confirmation, but face what? What is underneath this moon? What is underneath this devil? An Ace of Pentacles. Goes right back. Goes right back to the beginning. The root. The centre. What's at the centre of the issue? Yes, but that's not telling me what. Something to do with a father figure in your life. Something to do with a father figure in your life. Overgiving. Might not be a father for all of you, but probably a parental figure, probably an adult figure in your life when you were a child. This lamb reminds me of when you were a child. Even, I mean, Four of Swords, yes, classic card of healing. There's some wound, there's some childhood wound there that needs healing, and it's all coming up for you. And for a lot of you, it relates to a father figure. You had there was some dynamic as a child whereby this dynamic here, there's some significance. This dynamic here is echoing a dynamic you had in the past, I think, with a father figure for a lot of you. But it feels the other way around. It feels like an overbearing father. It feels like an overbearing father. And this person doesn't feel overbearing because it's like you were the one who had to be the leader. You were the one who... You felt you had too much influence. You felt you had too much influence, such that you didn't really know if what you would, the other person actually truly wanted, what you were driving. But underneath all that is something about a relationship with a father figure, but I don't exactly feel that exact dynamics replicated, so I'm confused. I'm confused. Although I do think what was present in that dynamic was some sort of mind reading, some sort of expectation of mind reading, some sort of it's like it was necessary to read this person's emotions, anticipate what mood this person was in. I'm not sure we're going to get anywhere digging with this, and I've gone way over. Certainly you need to explore the root of the issue, and that's going to come up for you in the future, and I think we might just have to leave it there for you. King of Pentacles reverse, King of Pentacles upright. Shall we just get underneath this King of Pentacles here, and maybe that'll become clear. This doesn't feel like your energy. Is it the reverse King of Wands energy? Is it this father figure energy? I don't know. What's underneath this King of Pentacles? Another Four of Swords reversed, now a Four of Pentacles reversed, and a Nine of Cups. a Nine of Cups, a reverse Nine of Cups, a fairy tale. Are you hanging on to a fairy tale? This straight up, straightforward reading of this is hanging on to a fairy tale. Hanging on to a fairy tale. You can't heal while you're hanging on to the fairy tale. Two cards of healing. I see a lot of healing in your future. I suppose really though what the useful thing to explore is how and what are the issues around that, and I don't feel like I've really done that for you, and I would like to, at least a little bit. So what questions do we ask? What questions do we ask? Why is this attached to a reverse King of Pentacles? An investment. An investment in a King of Pentacles figure. An investment. I can tell you why it hurts a lot. That sounded really weird the way I said that. It hurts a lot. This reverse King of Pentacles, which links to this reverse King of Wands, whatever's happened here, it hurts because of the hurt attached to this Father of Pentacles, which is some sort of father figure, not necessarily male, but I think for a lot of you it is, that goes back into your past. It's all connected. We've got a reverse Four of Swords, we've got a reverse Four of Swords, it's all connected. But it's under a moon at the moment. So, you know, I would say shine a light on that gently, Virgo. Shine a light on it gently. She's shining a light on it, but she's taking her time. The Hangman, it's a case of when the time is right, when it's safe for you to do that. So maybe can we give Virgo anything else about how to shine that light on it in a way that kind of feels safe and doable? The reverse Page of Cups again. The Six of Wands again. Holy shit. Right. Okay, this is the message. You shine a light on that through relationships. You shine a light on that through relationships. It's the only way. I genuinely don't think it's work you can do on your own. Some of you aren't going to like me saying this, and I've got to say it in the right way. Because yes, often you do need to do a lot of work on yourself before you can be in a relationship. I agree with that. A lot of healing can take place when you're outside of a relationship. Yeah. A lot of healing can also take place within a relationship. This is representative of a relationship because it ties back to this, which was all relational. I am not saying the healing has to take place within this relationship, which someone has walked away from, even though there is one foot in the past. I see that, and that's okay because it's part of the grieving process. I'm not saying it has to be this relationship or it should be this relationship or anything like that, but it happens relationally. You shine a light on this relationship which you've got under a moon. You shine a light on it via a relationship, because it's a relational issue. It's a relational wound. The way you heal things is things come to the surface, out from under the moon. They come to the surface. I said when I saw that moon, something has to happen. That coming to the surface of the moon just doesn't happen on its own. Anyway, things come to the surface kind of via a trigger, I think, and then they come up to be healed. The root of what needs healing the wound that needs healing happened in a relationship. I think a parental relationship. As much as you work on yourself outside of a relationship, I don't think when you're on your own, the triggers come up for you to work with in a way that the core wound can be healed. And the cards are absolutely backing it up as well. So, in your future, I do see you shining a light on this, and it doesn't feel like the far off future, so I don't know how that's going to pan out. I mean, to be fair, it could be that you look back on this relationship at some of the stuff that's come up, and that's given you enough to heal, even though you're not within that relationship anymore. But I certainly think for further, and you kind of simulate and do a lot of that work on your own, fair enough, even though you've stepped away from that. But yeah, I think for further work to be done, it does have to happen in a relationship, in a safe relationship, where you both give a shit about, and you both have an awareness of past wounding, and you both have an awareness of stuff coming up and how you're going to deal with it together relationally. I think a lot of healing can happen in that dynamic, and I see that for you at some point. I don't know who or what or where. Anyway, I say I see that for you. It's not something you have to do. If you don't bloody want to do that, then don't do it, Virgo. But this is just what the cards are saying, because I very specifically said, how do we shine a light on it? How do we shine a light on this wound? And that's what came up, which took me right back to that. So it's the only way I can make sense of it, and I think it's the right way of making sense of it for you. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that made sense, loves. Yeah, no hard and fast predictions, I'm afraid, here about your Page of Cups coming back and all that jazz. It's not the way we work. Hope you appreciate it. Give the video a like if you liked it, and please subscribe if you've not already and you like the style of my readings, and all that. I'll catch you next time, Virgo. Thank you.